like you tell me, cause you never really shown. I remember when I met you, this new you I don't recall. You changed faces and your passwords, where's your change of heart? Now I'm insecure cause I'm not sure, I've lost my train of thought. Don't you blame me for the reason why you cannot love it all. You've been broke with your mistakes, don't you touch me when I'm great. If you can't hold me when I ache, don't you preach about no loyalty when you move like a baby. Do you hate me how you make me feel, or are you just alone? I don't wanna become broken by you.
1 second.
Excuse me?
1 second, I'm sorry. Are we still on breakfast?
We're on breakfast time. I start 7:01.
Great, how are you?
I'm well, thank you so much. Have a good one.
I remember when I used to.
Hi, how are you?
Great, thank
Thank
you.
you. Blessed day.
You too. I remember when I used to work at McDonald's. There's this coin machine. Not coin. It's not a coin machine, but there's this box that sits at the drive-thru window where you go pay, and the box is for like charity for children and stuff, and like people just used to throw change in there. So when I would go outside just sweep around and everything, bro, I used to pick up so much change from the drive-thru window, like y'all don't understand. And I could have put it back in the box or whatever, but I'm just like, y'all got so much. Y'all got 2 or 3 depending on. Y'all did good.
Fuck your questions, I'm not your survey. Operate, did it like surgery. Wait a way to come on and serve me. Grab you by the way, put that pussy in his face. Eat the cake like every May. Don't let that shit go to waste. We got no more time to waste. Gotta run out on the stage. Hold me up and penetrate me. Fans are waiting, don't delay me. When he grab you by the waist, put that pussy in his face. Eat the cake like every May. Don't let that shit go to waste. We got no more time to waste. Gotta run out on the stage. Hold me up and penetrate me. Fans are waiting, don't delay me. Touch my fucking body, touch my body, touch my body. I fuck with you cause you nasty. Fuck with you cause you nasty. Right now, want you right now, right now.
I said, I don't remember what I said. Did I say grape or strawberry? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna hate it. I do not like strawberry jelly. Who invented that shit? I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all don't want to watch me eat, I don't care. I'm about to eat. I'm hungry as fuck. I usually don't even eat breakfast, so it's funny. Because I ate McDonald's last night. And I'm eating it again this morning. And I'm probably going to eat some more because I know when Dave goes on break, he's going to want to eat something. And I'm going to eat his food. Because guess what? I'm a wife and I can do it. If I want his food, or if I want some more food, which I'm not even gonna waste money because I know I'm not gonna want more food. So I'm gonna just eat his food. Where's on the radio? I hate listening to the radio. That was good. I ain't even gonna no rap, no cap. So I did this the last video, and I feel like there's something that still can be shared to a few people. There's 5 things that we need to stop doing in life, but I'm gonna only give you 3 of those things. There's 5 things that we need to stop doing in life, but I'm gonna only give you those 3. If you want the full 5, if you want the total, comment below and ask, what are the other 2? And I will respond back to you what they are. And if you want me to do a video about that, I will just comment below and I will do a video about them. But right now, I'm not going to tell you what they are. I'm just going to give you 3 of them. And the 3 ones that I picked are the ones that I feel like can relate to anyone of any ethnicity, anyone of different morals, ethics, anyone of value, anyone that has life, anyone. And what those 3 things are: 1, it hurts them, it helps them, it motivates them, it heals them. They may not know at that time or even realize that their thought process has helped someone to want to move on with their life. They brought change about in that person that they may have feared of someone, of that they didn't want from someone or something. They got that out of you. But they weren't scared of it because they came to you. No matter what could have happened, no matter if you trusted or even wanted the same things that they wanted, it's just change is gonna happen. Change is inevitable. It's gonna happen no matter what. You can't be scared of it. You have to stick on a schedule, that want, that love, because at the time you didn't know what you wanted, you didn't know what you loved. But you want to get back to that character, that feeling, that want, that yearning, that need for something. Because change is going to happen. You have to learn to love, cherish, adore, and accept it at that time. Because it's so hard for people to be in a place or a time and adjust. It's hard. They're so focused on everything else. Be in that place. Be in that time. Adjust. Create a pattern. Lust, love, encourage, and help in that time. Right then and there. Don't wait for no one. You have to do it for yourself because change is going to happen no matter what we want. Right now, in a matter of seconds, y'all saw I was on live. The sun was out. The sun was shining bright in my face. I had to put the sun visor down. Now it's dimming down. I see the clouds. They're turning black. They're covering the white. They're moving around. It's about to rain now. I had to adjust that quick because rain is not something I don't want. In my other video, I told y'all I went to the library. I still have those loafer shoes on. They dried. I had to adjust. Okay, it's raining. I have the wrong shoes on. My shoes are going to get wet. They're going to get drenched. I had to adjust. I had to understand that change was happening. It was going on. Right now, I'm in the same shoes. But where am I? My position is in the car. Do I have to get out the car? No. So guess what? I'm not going to want to get out the car. But if someone comes up right now with a gun in their hand, I'm going to have to adjust. I don't want to get out the car because I don't want to move. So I'm not even going to know how to get up. I have to adjust to the situation because now they're talking. Now they're yelling. Now they're pointing the gun at my face. What is it that you want? Because whatever you want is changing what's happening with me right now and what's going to go on. What's going to happen. Who you're going to come across. Because if I don't get up, there's one or two options. You take what you want. Or you move on. Because if I don't have anything you want, you can kidnap me, you can kill me, you can beat me, you can rape me, and leave me over there in the dust. But if I have something you want, you're going to take it. Take advantage of it. And then be done. Change is going to happen. Adjust. In a matter of seconds. You could be here. You could be. They get researched on. They get a case built up. Things happen before they get put in the dirt. Then the doctor did all of this. Now the family, they get a call. They have to come, identify the body, look at it. hear the research that was done, adjust, reestablish. Then they have the funeral. Before they get put in the dirt, they're looked at, examined. They're talked about, talked to, rethought upon. There's a shared love. Then they're put in the ground. They move on. From dust you are, to dust you shall return. You have ears, you listen. You guard your heart. So much going on in the life around us that we have to adjust to. He has other childs. He has other children. He has other art. He has other characters. He has other loves, intentions. But you are one. Stop getting used to it. Rethink it. Redo it. Stop fearing touching yourself. Stop fearing being human. Stop fearing the hate that you give and put on to someone else. Feel it. Breathe it. Do it. Don't be afraid to hurt someone's feelings. Don't be afraid to let someone go. Don't be afraid to hurt your feelings. Don't be afraid to let something go that you don't want. For what you have to do with yourself, you have to do with someone else. Because you move on. Life goes on. Number 2, living in the past. The reason why we have to stop living in the past is because the present is a gift. That's why they call it the present. So the present now is a gift. You're up for life today. That means your life today can end in a matter of seconds, but you're up for now. So every second counts. What are you telling to someone? What are you giving? What are you doing for them? How are you showing them all of these emotions that you've ever felt since a baby to now? That's how you're hurting yourself. You have all of these emotions kept that you're implementing on someone else. And you don't even know how you're going to use them. Because they have to give that emotion back. They have to feel it for themselves, what you're doing to them. And you're living in the past. You're still a baby. Things happen. It's okay. You get hurt. Go get help. Help. Don't go looking for a companion, a friend, a neighbor, a guardian, a gardener. Go get help. All of these people can help you, but all of these people are here for your help. So if you're not well, they're not well. You are a child of God. One person. Go get your help. You don't know what you want. You don't know what you desire. You just know you want something else. Because you're in the past. In the past life, you didn't have a dad. In this life, you are a dad yourself. So go get help. What is it that you wanted that you kept saying, I didn't have a dad in my life. I didn't have a father to look up to. I didn't have no one to go to that I can trust. What were you trusting them with? What were you asking them? What did you want? You don't know. Because now you're a dad yourself and you're still using the same patterns, the same excuses, the same voids for yourself. Same with mothers. Woe is me. I didn't have a father in my life. Daddy issues. I'm letting this man beat on me, abuse me, talk to me any kind of way, do what he want to do. I didn't have a father around. There's no structure. What did you want from your father? What structure were you looking for? What were you avoiding? What were your voids? What did you say to him when you told him that you wanted him? You have a brother. You have male friends. Talk to them. Because they're looking at you. They're watching you. And guess what? All they know is that they're a brother. But guess what? One day they used to look up to him and separate him from her father to her uncle. If you can't even tell them apart, what does that say about you? Adjust. There are patterns. It may hurt because it reminds you of your past, but you're with a different person. So stop living in it and adjust. Take advantage. Take it on. Stop hurting yourself. It's only hurting you because you're thinking about someone else. And while you're thinking about someone else, you can't be thinking about yourself. It's no way. Unless you're hurting you. If I'm in a waiting room, every thought starts with myself. Every phone conversation that I hear going on, I hear it as if it's myself. I'm not being nosy because guess what? You're talking in the room. I'm hearing it from myself. Point of view. The phone is because I'm saying to someone something that I could be saying to you. Why I'm saying it to them and not to you is what you have to adjust to. What you have to realize for yourself. But I got you here. I want you around. I'm sticking with you. But you're not understanding why I'm not saying these things to you because you're so stuck on the past. You're so stuck on him too. You're so stuck on who I'm talking to. You're so stuck on what I'm doing with them. But little do you know, if I could say what I'm saying on the phone to them, to you right now, and I can, they wouldn't even exist to you. Three, final and last one. Putting yourself down. And you're told in life you're never supposed to love anyone more than you love yourself. Well, I'm so sorry, but I love my daughter more than I love myself. Because as God comes and does what he does and perform the works and miracles that he does and that he will do, I have performed those miracles. I have tried to kill myself. I have seen death. I have reached death. I have flatlined. Shit was terrible. I would never want that feeling or wish that feeling on anyone else. Right hand to God. I wouldn't wish that feeling on anyone else. Let God do his job. Because how I was trying to do his job was terrible. He's going to do it in such a peaceful way. You're not even going to understand that it's happening. If you let God do his job. I was so tired and done with life, so broken down, mentally abused, incapable of living, going on, when all he wanted me to do was sleep. I was choosing to get up and eat and create a pattern and talk to the people I was talking to, do things I was forced to feel like I had to just, well, all I needed to do was sleep. Everything that I was doing at that point in time of my life was pleasing to others, not myself. Because every time I was doing it, every time I wanted to do it, I was putting myself down. I wasn't doing it out of love. I was doing it as a feeling of I have to right now. But really, I was hurting and no one knew. No one took the time to understand. So I didn't take the time to understand. So I wouldn't want that feeling. I wouldn't wish that feeling on my daughter or onto anyone else. So yes, I hold my daughter to a higher standard and more accountable to take on and what I want. I'm in charge of that as her mother, her guardian, someone that has her true interest in love, in heart, in mind, as a motivation and piece of work for her and her life. I am the one that's going to protect her. I am the one that's providing. I am the one that's going to heal her when the world hurts her. I am. And I won't let you or anyone else try to define or break down how things happen. Because when you look at everything going on around, it's going to feel like I'm letting you down. And if you come to me with the guilt trip or the discomfort or the hurt, I'm going to feel let down because I'm letting you down. So I won't allow you to do it. I won't talk to strangers. I won't talk to people who chose to ignore me, who chose to hurt me. I won't talk to people who chose to distrust me and shame my family and tell me that it won't work when it will work. I know it will work because it was thought of by me, which means it was thought of before. Which means it's going to happen. So before I let you let me down by telling me you're not supposed to be around. I let too many people down. But did I really let them down if they got back up? I was the only one that never got back up. I put so much energy, so much love, so much passion, so much trust. And I got let down. I never got talked to. I never got talked about. I never got hoped for. I don't care because I did it out of love. But the thing that isn't fair about it is when I was down, no one picked me up. And it's not even to the point where I blame anyone. I don't blame anyone. I'm not hurt by it. I've moved on. I can just talk about it now. I didn't reach out. I didn't talk to anyone. Granted, I went to therapy. I went to mental health. I got the help that I was supposed to. Nobody was there anymore to pick me up. Then I realized that's how it happens. These things until I got up and did it for myself. I am the only person that can let me down. I'm the only person that can let my daughter down. I am the only person that matters to anyone. I had to realize I was not thought of until I made it happen. Now everybody want to talk. Now I'm letting so many people down. Now somebody gonna get hurt. Stop letting yourself down. Stay up. Stop saying this isn't going to work out. Stop saying I need to stop trusting someone. Stop saying I need to stop guilt tripping. Stop saying I need to find a new character. Be that character. Be that someone you love. Everybody that's on TV is because they want to be watched. Everybody on YouTube is, they want to be cared by someone. Everybody becomes their thoughts. If you keep letting yourself down, letting yourself have these counteractive thoughts, counterproductive thoughts, you have too much idle time, honey. I'm sorry. If you keep allowing this, guess what? You're going to become what you are. A heaping pile of negative thoughts. Bullshit. If you have negative thoughts all the time, you're going to have negative energy all the time. A lot of coil. You want a lot of tears. And I can't cry anymore because I would be crying for you right now, and I'm just not. Guess what? The light is starting to shine through. The world is starting to get a little brighter. The clouds are still moving in, but they're not as dark as they was before. I can see a gaping hole right there where the sun is trying to break through and shine. I don't see it raining anymore. In fact, the wind is that of a beachfront right now. There's birds flying this low to the ground. When birds fly this low to the ground, most likely rain isn't going to come. Because they will be high up in the sky trying to get away. Right now they're trying to say hi. They're trying to talk. People don't stand outside and talk in the rain. People don't do that. So if it starts to shower down right now, those are the tears that I've wanted to cry for someone for so long. But it's too out of my reach. The sky is out of my reach. I can't handle what it is that you want. That's too much for me. You know how many different barriers, you know, skyscrapers, how high skyscrapers are? That's just too much. I can't. Of it. But I'm tired of thinking that there's something else that maybe I want that is that high in standards that someone isn't capable of. There's an airplane flying by right now. But I'm tired of feeling like there's something else for somebody else that maybe they feel like they can't be that, or that's something. I'm tired of feeling like I'm putting too much on somebody else's life. I'm not going to hold back to that victimizing. I'm not going to put myself down. I'm not going to hold, I don't do, someone else will. Whether I have to pay them, whether I have to talk to them, whether, I don't know. But there's a way in a building, around a building, onto a building. In and out of the building, there's a way for everything. Stop putting yourself down. It's not time for you to rest. Your work is not done. Heal your heart for someone. Or heal someone else's heart for you. Then put yourself down. Then let it be over. But I don't wish that feeling on you. I don't want that feeling for you. But you have me fearing that there's not any more life in you. Look what you've done. Look what you made out of the future. Look what you promised to someone. Have you created a will? Have you established credit? got rid of all your debts, not just money, materials, but to the people? Have you said, okay, I want this done for someone else? Because me, myself, I wasn't ready to do it? Did you really think about and take an account for the people that you were going to leave behind? Really? Did you? Did you? Three things I do want you to do. Because if you fall, you can get back up. If you've been let down, you can let someone else. I want everybody to have a more promising future. I want everyone around and in life in general, here, there, near, far, up there, around here, wherever. I want everyone to have a more promising future. And what that means, yeah, we're promised death, but we're also promised life. And the promise is the present. It's the gift. Because there was life in the past, there is life in the present, and there will be life in the future. Whether you're there or not. Form habits, form friendships, form relationships, form connections, form obligations, form memorable moments, form testaments, form trials, form tribulations, form success stories. Form a bond, form a trust, form a love for someone. Form things that are inevitable. Things that may or may not make a change come, but it won't humiliate you or bring shame to someone or make it seem oh so drastic that you needed help. Form a season for someone. Not a holiday. Don't embarrass yourself. Their mom did that. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Happy birthday. I love you. But are you getting older? You don't look older at all. You look very much the same as when you left. Yes, you gained a few pounds, but you can lose them also. Come on. You're not old. You're old enough to say what it is you want. You're old enough to do what it is you need to do. You don't have the gray hair. Your skin is not wrinkly. You haven't lost not one tooth in your mouth. You can talk loud, pronunciate your words out, scream, shout, feel for someone. Die to yourself, but help someone else. You don't show emotion. On the stage is the only time we know who you are. Let that help. It's spiritual. It's spiritual. It is an awakening for someone to be on that stage by themselves. You do not understand me when I talk. It means something something to them. They can showcase, they can show you every action, every feeling, every emotion it took to be their self without the help of someone else. Be that someone. Stop making excuses for her. It's not helping. Not for her healing. Not for her to love someone. She's showing up for her help. Her help is in front of her. It's in you. Give her that help. You have to die in order to see yourself in the future. Die to self. Feel for someone else. Why are you alive? You don't know because you don't know how you help. I was there with you. I felt every issue. I'm feeling for you now more than ever. And this just might be the time that I'm feeling the most depressed, but I'm talking to you. You. It's going to be a feeling that you've never felt. It's going to be hard to understand. Watching what would have happened. What would you have done? Would you fed yourself? Would you have bathed yourself? Would you have laid yourself back down and watched yourself cry? Would you have took yourself outside so the world could see you cry if you knew it would help yourself stay alive? Forget the embarrassment. Forget the next chapter. We're living in the now. This is what happened. Talk to yourself. Use it. Isn't a voice. Isn't a voice. It's a voice of an opinion. It's a voice of passion. It's a voice of love. It's a voice of concern. It's a voice of action. It's a voice of meaning. Talk to yourself. Use it. You never know how many people that are exactly like you, that are exactly like themselves, till you get to the person that needed you to talk to change them. But you went through so many people. You were just talking to yourself. You were just talking. You were just talking. You were just talking. You didn't even know the person that you talked to could use it because you've been talking to yourself. Now you just have to talk. Have to make yourself laugh. Do this every day. Just talk to yourself. Do it every day. What are you talking about? You don't know until someone hears you, someone heard you, someone knew you. That's urgent. Did you just hear what he said? Who is he talking? What? He said he gonna what? He gonna... Oh, no, hold on. No, come here. Nah, it's time to talk. Chain of reaction. But you don't know until you release those thoughts, those emotions. I could sit here right now and I could say, I want to kill myself. I could say, tears coming down my eyes, my heart pumping, racing. I want to kill myself. I could say, right now, I just want to fucking die. I could say, right now, I'm about to get in this car. I'm going to cause a car accident. I could say right now, I'm going to shoot myself in the eye. I could say right now, when is it going to stop? When am I going to die? I could say right now, what's the time and date? Who's going to be there? Who am I going to be running from? I could say right now, all these thoughts that's racing through my head. But guess what? Until God says, final chapter, this is the end of your life, I'm not going to die. No matter how many bullets, no matter how many guns, no matter how many times, no matter what. A person can walk into a bank with the thoughts, I want to rob this bank. He knows what he needs the money for because he needed help. But as he goes into the bank with the gun at the clerk, there's someone talking to him. He's talking with himself in his head because he's scared, he's nervous, he's fearful, he's hurt. He don't want to do this. This is not him. One of the hostages talks to him, gets in his brain. He starts to see a more promising future for himself once he puts the gun down. But he walked in there with money on his brain. He knew he had to get it. He knew this had to happen. It never once crossed his mind that he can go home with them. Because if he would have got saved in that moment, and if he would have went home with that person, guess what? They would end up at the bank again. And every day of his life, he would be the person that walked into the bank and tried to kill them on purpose. Because guess what? There's a person working at the bank. There's a person watching the bank. And there's a person watching the money in the bank. For every person, there's a person. For every obligation, there is life. For every chance, there is a thought. For every future, there is love. If someone sees you're not going to use it, you just keep abusing it, torturing it, and mismangling it, someone's going to come in and they're going to take it and they're going to make it into something more beautiful. And you're going to have to live with it. You're going to have to be the one that was dangerous. But in reality, did you do this? Or did someone do this? Someone was fearing change. Someone was living in the past. Someone was putting their self and others down. Someone was seeking trouble. Someone was taking advantage. Someone needed help. They couldn't get that from the both of you. That's the last words of encouragement that I have for right now. Maybe for today or tomorrow. I don't know. But those are the three things that we need to stop for the present to not look like the past. For a more promising future for ourselves and for others. That's what we need to stop.